As I watched Senator Sanders on TV yesterday defending himself from what you have said in your book, and I'm wondering, why did you go there, reopening a barely healed wound in your own party? Frankly, you know, one that's stepped on your own headlines.
Oh, I don't agree with that. I wanted to tell what happened, and the primary was part of what happened. I won a landslide victory in the primary. I know what it's like to win, and I know what it's like to lose. And when I lost to Barack Obama, I immediately turned around. I endorsed him. I worked for him. I convinced my supporters to vote for him. I didn't get the same respect from my primary opponent. And a lot of his supporters continue to harass and, you know, really go after my supporters all the time. And that feeds in, I think, to the whole sexism and misogyny part of this campaign. I had large groups of supporters who had to be private, because if they lifted their head up online, if they were, you know, responding on a YouTube comment chain or on Twitter to something, they were just attacked, and the attacks were so sexist about, well, you're supporting a woman because you're a woman, and it just never really got to the
these
facts.
are the Bernie bros, so
well, yes, and they're still out there, and and I also make the point. Look,
but why give them material? Why not let them concentrate on the Trump administration?
Well, I'm concentrating on the Trump administration, and I am proud to be a Democrat. I've been a Democrat for decades. I have supported Democrats. I've worked for Democrats. Bernie's not a Democrat, and that's not a slam. That's what he says himself. And I think a lot of what he churned up in the primary campaign was very hurtful in the general election against me. And I see him doing the same thing. I see him, you know, with his supporters. He doesn't disown the things they say about, you know, some of my favorite Democrats, people like Kamala Harris, who is out there speaking up and speaking out, and she's being attacked from the left. Enough. You know, if you don't want to support Democrats, then go somewhere else. But if you are willing to work with us, we're going to have disagreements. We're going to be pushing and pulling to try to get to the right solutions. I've been for universal health care coverage my entire adult life. I've worked to achieve it. And we got closer than we ever had with the Affordable Care Act. I was defending it. He wanted to start over. We were at 90% coverage. I thought that was significant. So I'm not going to step back from telling my truth, what I believe happened. And other people can, you know, write their own books and make their own comments.